Hello and welcome back to Persona 4 Golden. With me, SLJ RPG. In the last episode, we maxed out the Tower social link. We also maxed out the Emperor social link with Kanji, meaning that he is a fancy new persona. So let's go check that out. Nothing much changed, I believe. Where are you, Kanji? There you are. He's got Rokun the Mole, who looks a little bit like a fiery lobster, but as you see, powerful as fuck. And most importantly, he got that evade wind. But today, it's raining. The fog is setting in. So, we need to go watch the Midnight Channel to see the next part of this adventure. It's midnight. It a raining. The fog has set in, sorry. That's some thick-ass fog, boys. No one is appearing on the Midnight Channel. Naoko has been rescued and you are able to arrest the culprit. There's probably no need to watch the Midnight Channel anymore. I don't believe that. Not in the slightest. The fog is covering the town. I don't believe it. I don't believe it for 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. The fog from yesterday is still there this morning.
Oh, there he is!
Take a look at this. Namatame's in today's paper.
The front page's headline article says that Namatame has regained consciousness. Today before dawn, the suspect Taro and Namatame, who had been confined to a local hospital, regained consciousness. In response to police questioning, he testified that he is sorry for what he has done and that he was scared. From here on, the police are hoping to solve the entire case based on the suspect's dispositions.
So it's finally over.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, seriously.
I don't think it is.
Wish we could have done it sooner. Isn't the fog kind of thick this morning? And it's so chilly. It rarely gets this cold in November.
I don't trust him too.
It's you guys. Perfect timing. I just got a call from the hospital. They said that starting today, it's okay to visit Nanako-chan.
That's good at least.
So she's getting a little better. Thank goodness.
Oh, is that today's paper? So you already know about him.
How's Namatame doing?
He's regained consciousness, but it's hard to say. He's still mentally unstable, but we're slowly piecing together a story. This is still a secret, but I guess it's okay to tell you guys. You know that diary we found? There were entries about Miss Yamano and Miss Konishi in it. Looks like Namatame had been making advances on Miss Konishi.
That son of a bitch!
Yeah, well, I'm gonna head to the hospital now. Dojima-san's recovering too, so I need to go over a few things about this case with him.
Yosuke.
Sorry, I'm alright. Namatame's been caught. He can't hurt anyone now. But forget him. Let's all go visit Nanako-chan after school.
Let's do that.
Of course.
Ooh, I don't know what I believe.
Let's tell the others once we get to school.
How do we think this is going to play out, ladies and gentlemen? Not well. Just a reminder, the finals are next week. How's your studying going? Though you may be very busy with your studies, make sure that you keep up your personal grooming. Every year, some boys come stumbling into class with stubble on their chins. I have a beard, by the way. Of course, the 5 o'clock shadow is more than a 5-day shadow. Speaking of facial, some notions used to impose tax on facial hair. 18th century Russia, they had a hat tax, a bath tax, laundry tax, a chimney tax, and more to fund their military. Yes, but it was only taxing the poor, not the rich, dickheads. These sure were taxing times, nice. Be sure to take this down. You never know what will be in a test, just like you'll never know what will be taxed next. You listen to the lecture intently, our knowledge has increased. Well.
Nanako, everyone's here to see you.
Big bro.
Talking still seems painful. Nevertheless, Nanako looks happy.
Dojima-san! Ugh, how many times does this make it today? I understand that you're worried about your daughter, but you still need your rest too.
Put him in the bed next to her, you pricks.
Sorry.
Are your injuries that bad?
Well, my wounds are just closed up, and it seems I have a couple of fractures as well.
I'm sorry. I'll wheel him back to his room immediately.
What are you apologizing for?
It's almost time for your checkup, so make sure you're back in your room before then.
Hardline, Dojima.
Big bro.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm so glad.
Nanako closed her eyes with a relieved expression. She seems to have fallen asleep. Well, well, well. You received an explanation concerning Nanako's condition from the doctor.
Her condition is stable for now, but I never thought I'd say this as a doctor, but we still can't figure out the cause of Nanako-chan's symptoms. That's why we can only administer temporary treatments to alleviate her current pains.
But she's not in danger anymore, is she?
She's regained consciousness, but we can't let our guard down yet. All we can do for now is to monitor her condition closely.
Adachi, how's it going with Namatame?
Well, he's awake now, but he's in no condition to tell us anything useful. We only get a little time each day to interrogate him, so we're stuck until his strength recovers.
I see. I should get back to work as soon as possible. Hopefully by then, Nanako will be out of the hospital.
I think Nanako-chan can get more peace and quiet if she stays here. It's so foggy out, and there's been some weird rumors going around. Seems like no one knows why there's so much fog in town.
Yeah, what's
It's
happening?
true. The number of patients complaining about fog-related health problems has increased, which is quite unusual.
Isn't that just a rumor?
I can't say for sure that it has no effect on the human body. It certainly could be a psychological effect. People's anxiety over the fog could cause problems. But as far as the fog's chemical makeup, well, that's not my field, so I can only speculate. What concerns me is that transportation of our medical supplies has been delayed due to the fog.
That's the problem. Maybe it's the fog in the other world which causes the problems.
Fog-related health problems. Oh, that's just ridiculous. Anyone who says that is just blowing smoke.
Nice pun there, Dojima. My boy. I trust you. You're the only one. Me and you forever. Nanako somehow regained consciousness, yet it seems it'll take more time until she fully recovers. Now Matame's interrogation has finally begun. The fog won't lift people's health and people's mysterious health problems. For now it seems you can only watch and wait to see how things will turn out. How very, very curious.
Isn't this weather strange? How could it be lasting so long?
I've never seen anything like it.
I wonder what's causing it. It's so creepy. I heard that a friend of mine's son got sick from the fog and collapsed. You know how sensitive children are to that sort of thing.
I heard something too. They say an old man was driving through the fog and got into an accident.
What? Did he lose control?
Well, he'd never been in an accident or even gotten a ticket before, so something seems off. Isn't that scary?
The shadows are coming into this world.
I've even heard there are experts saying it's poisonous. I wonder if that's true.
Fake news.
Do you think it's, you know, because of that global warming thing? This town's changed a lot over the years. I wish the government would step in and do something about.
Oh, I agree completely. If we're going to pay taxes, I expect the authorities to do their jobs.
This fog is poison! It's a gas filled with viruses! Don't inhale the fog, or you'll die!
He's not the first one like that I've seen lately.
Poisonous gas, though?
Oh, I'm sure it's not true.
Oh.
Is something wrong?
Oh my. I think I'm coming down with something.
You can't be serious. Oh, that's right. I needed to do some grocery shopping. Well then.
Okay.
Business has been so slow lately.
Interesting. This is a very interesting development in the story, I believe. Right. We're going to be reading a book. As we continue on, we're going to be collecting a whole bunch of quests for next time we're here. But first, we need to read more of our books that we got here. Have I got one here? Where are you? Where are you? The final lesson. Begin reading the final lesson. Story about weak-willed militant test of a teacher who has a hard time getting his students to learn. This is the teacher's last lecture to his class. That year, his students are filled with ties. You are filled with tender feelings. And our understanding has increased. And we feel a little bit empty inside after reading the teacher series. It is crazy foggy. You overhear students talking. Is it about midterms? The weather's really been weird. What's up with all this fog? The fog like this going to stay here forever? I heard it's nothing to worry about. That's just some great guy on TV said. Oh, I heard it's poisonous, very toxic, and nobody even knows why it's toxic. Man, just think about how toxic it is makes me feel ill. I should probably stay at home for a while. You're just too lazy to take the finals at the beginning of next week, aren't you? The fog's not slowing down late, boy. You're too serious to go. It's seriously too cold now. Such a painful season if you've got back pain. Ah, oui. Speaking of back pain, there's a deity that makes your back hurt in a titan named Atlus. Do you know about him? He's often depicted carrying the earth on his shoulders, and it looks really heavy. It makes me hurt just looking at it. The Atlas is also used in geography class. Do you know what they are? They are a collection of maps. A book of maps, some may say. Luckily, that is an option. You gave the answer you think is correct. Very good. Yep, an atlas is a book of maps. Mercator's Book of Maps has featured a large picture of Atlas on the cover. Note the spelling. It's spelled A-T-L-A-S, okay? I mean, how else would you spell it? Oh, there, my back. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. So, the fog is set in Inaba. We are a foggy town. What is going on here? The foggy town of Inaba is happening. It's very, very confusing. What is going on? Lest we know what is happening. Now, today, like I said, we're going to be going and acquiring a whole bunch of more missions to compete when we're in the TV world next time. So let's speak to this boy first. Mother's always telling me I should be studying more. She's bringing this kid in elementary school saying that I need to be like him. Isn't that crazy? What kind of super kid is he anyway? I'd like to ask you a favour. Could you listen to me for a second? I'm all ears. What do you need? The girl on the roof. What do you think she thinks of me? There's nothing I can do. Of course, this was one of the first missions. I already have a plan. I wanted to be a vet, so I think I need an animal guide. If you get one to her as a present, don't you think you'll score me some major points? My problem is that I don't have the slightest clue of where I could get something like that. Have you any ideas? I'll check the TV. You mean an infomercial? You don't wanna? Well, if you think you'll find a way to find one of those, could you bring it to me? Oh, a reward, right. I'll give you something really special. Come on, help me out here. So, we've got rope. roof map 2. We've got Girl on the Roof Part 2, of course, one of the first missions. I believe it might even be the first mission that we did here in Persona 4 Golden all that time ago. And what we are doing here is we need to speak to practice room building man here, the guy who was making radios. I believe it's a radio, and it's like my heart just yearns for a return to simpler times. But I care in the world hasn't changed at all. Why it's different? To be honest, I have a favour to ask you. Let's hear it. I would like to build another crystal radio, but whenever, just like the one. But I need to find. He needs an old ore. I'll try and find you some. I'm sure that we could accept that in our next floor up here. Right. Oh, I went to the wrong one. God damn it, I need to go to practice room at 2nd floor to go speak about desk refurbishing. I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to do this because I think I missed out on doing desk refurbishing 3. So maybe I'll be able to do desk refurbishing 4. But if not, then that's annoying. But what can we do? Let's go upper floor. I also like how, now that the fog set in, the town is way less... There's not the catchy, funky theme tune that there usually is, you know? There's something a little bit dire. Oh, it's almost December. Can we do? Get what? My dad's been pretty down ever since he shut down his plastic model shop. Ah, they're his daughter. I was wondering what I could do. Then I thought maybe I could round up all the regular kids who used to go there. But then I come to see them unless I have badges. I was going to give them ones from Shiroku's. They don't seem to look like those. I don't know where else to look. Leave it to me. Really? All the kids want is a proof of passion. Except proof of passion. I think we've already got some of those already, but maybe we can't actually do it. An earth-shaking agent. So we'll be getting that next time. And it's good that we can do that. And then we need to do one more. We need to go into town and head to Samajuia floodplain. And then speak to this man and get it. He wants to talk to us. Thought I'd finally be able to understand everything at my age, but I guess not. No, sorry, not when I find out this old. You're still finding out new things about yourself. Figured I'd gotten wiser since I was your age, but I also held on to stuff I should have let go a long time ago. There's a lot to be ashamed of in a long life. I'm sure, but it sure keeps things interesting. You better just enjoy getting older, okay? I'd like to ask you for something. Hear him out. He wants us to get him a lamp. A modest lamp, which I'm sure we'll be able to do. Right. We're going to be hanging out with Naotokun today, but I am going to do my daily trip to Okinawa. Does Okinawa have fog? It does! It's the whole region, I suppose. And I'm going to try and get me this Neko shotgun doll. So I'll see you at the end of this. I'll see you with Naotokun. Naotokun, if I'm successful after this. Words. Oh, Yusen, I don't know what to say. I'm free today. We're going to be hanging out with Naoto.
Yes.
Naoto looks happy. So, we're at rank 8, which means we have the option to make this a relationship as opposed to just a friendship. But we're trying to be faithful to old Yukiko. Anyway, Inaba Central Shopping District. You spend time conversing with Naoto. You feel like your relationship is going to become closer soon. Interesting. We should have got a flag there. Why did we not get a flag? Why did we not? We should have ranked up. That's interesting. Do I have to accept straight away? That's annoying. We'll do our best. It'll be fine. Right, this evening, we're going to be reading The Ocha Way. I have other plans, I'm afraid. You're scared hung up. That's annoying. It's the first time this guide's not working for me. We're going to read a book. We're going to read The Ocha Way. Start the first chapter of this. I'm reading The Ocha Way, various tea ceremonies from regions described in great detail. Feel that you could teach anyone performing tea ceremonies. Since you finished hyperspeed reading, you were able to read more, but there's still some left. The Labourers' Appreciation Day, so we have the day off school. What should we do today? How very, very fun. On December the 23rd, we're actually going to be hanging out with our good friend, Hisano, who we've not seen in a while. Ooh, let's speak to this lady. See if there's anything we can want to buy. I'm kind of okay with without all of those. Let's go back. Let's go into town, sorry. I will do my daily Okinawa City, and then I'll see you with Hisano. So I am here with Hisano. Let's speak to her. You those. Surprised about something. You feel like Hisano become closer soon. We obviously got the letters. Her letters from Diodara a while back now.
My.
Those letters are the ones I sent to my husband. You were told her that you had found these at Diodara as well.
Is that so?
So he's been keeping my letters in the storehouse as well. We thought alike. We need to throw these away as well. But first, can you let me read them? Hisano began reading a letter. We compared our hair, now it reaches my shoulders. If not you, then who will tie it up for me when it becomes necessary? The path you've left has a long road, been buried by fallen leaves. Will I be able to meet you again when the cherry blossoms bloom and the kiss cards buzz? Each day grows brighter, I can feel you coming closer, step by step. I wrote these decades ago, but who knew that I would become death itself? Hisano began reading the next letter. The poem you sent me was from the Issei, wasn't it? It's very fitting, as I am waiting here for you. But I wish you could just spring away from here, run into your arms. It would be an adventure to search for the kawaii of the shadows in order to win your heart. If I could transform my heart into the wind and make it rush to your side, would you take it into your hand?
I loved him this much. And because I loved him, it saddened me that he forgot my love.
I was miserable and jealous.
I was a fool.
Don't be so mean to yourself. I was left behind because I was such a fool. He was all that I had, now he's gone. I must accept that. Take your time. But you're right. I can't, but can I do it? Hisano smiles through her tears. You feel like you've touched Hisano's heart. I like the storyline. I mean, it's triggering as fuck, some of the things, but there we go. The death crepe sentence of the death honor has grown.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. If it's okay with you, I'd like to see you again. We certainly can arrange that, I believe.
Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
You left Hisano and went home. This will be our angel skirt that we have ordered. We can work as a janitor, but we're not going to be doing that. We're ploughing our way through some of these books, and we started the Ocha way last time. Let's finish it here. Let's finish this book, the Ocha way. Various tea ceremonies. We have finished. Our knowledge and expression has significantly increased. So, it's Thursday the 24th. You ever hear students talking? I can see the skies with all this fog. I really don't like this weather. Why, I'm fine with it. Some people say the fog is poisonous, but I don't feel bad at all. You're worrying too much. Just imagine the town was supposed to be like this from the very beginning. Pretend this is natural, if you say so. More students are calling in sick lately, but I guess it's nothing really unusual. Oh, very interesting. Now, I seem to have put a spanner in the works, but we will be maxing out the social link. I will find a way. Can you come with me after class today? We will spend time with Nate.
Thank you.
We'll pick me up later. My God, will you now? So now, this is the time where I'm going to be able to do this. But we have a lesson first. I should go home for today. The fog doesn't seem to be lifting either. Don't you feel drained on foggy days? Bad news is that I can't go home yet, though. That's the crushing reality of a full-time employee. Days like these, I just want to spend all my day counting my money at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Easy to count when you use a sequence of numbers with a common difference. 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. The same numbers with a geometric progression are more difficult to count by. Here's a sequence even harder to count by. Can you answer this? What can I answer? What is this sequence called? The answer is, of course, the Fibonacci sequence. That's the Fibonacci sequence. Good to know you're studying. The Fibonacci sequence is defined by starting with 0, the 1, then all of the others, the sum of the 2 before them. I wouldn't dream of having my money grow in geometric precision, but at the very least I can wish for a Fibonacci growth. Sorry, I'm getting off topic. My husband is acting weird lately. Not that we've been fighting, but he's gone about how the fog is poisonous. I'm so depressed. Let's just continue this lecture. Her husband is the man with the mask running around. I think that's what that is trying to infer. Guys, it's one day, it's like almost Christmas. Anyway, classes have ended for today. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. We already have plans with someone. Central Shopping District. Fog has enveloped the area. You came with Naoto in search of the Phantom Thief, based on the information she gathered. I have learned in recent days a suspicious man has been spotted around the shopping district. He isn't a local, his appearance doesn't mark him as a tourist or a shopper. I talked to the owner of Shiroku store, and she said that she saw the man only a few hours ago. She confirmed it was the same man who bought the card. If that's true, he's likely looking for his next hiding place. For one of the stolen items, you may be able to catch him in the act. I feel kind of sad.
Huh?
You too? The detective I dreamed of becoming as a child. I feel like that's what I am now. The wry smile on Naoto's face. My deductions are correct. There are 2 things remaining that the Phantom Thief has stolen. As if I'm quite certain that he's going to hide that one. Perhaps he is. Anyway, where in this area could he hide something unnoticed? I have an idea. Let's go, senpai. Tatsumi Shrine, that's the man. Fog has enveloped the area. You're... The man brandished a knife. Protect NATO, run with NATO. Fight back.
Wait!
The knife is a toy. Don't hurt him, please. Ooh. The man dropped the knife and ran away. This knife, I knew it. It's another of the 7 tools I made. This knife-shaped radio. It's just a toy. Consider you a friend as well, so please don't do rash things any longer.
I apologize.
For involving you in this. We almost reached the end. Just a little more, and it will be over. For some reason, the thought is not a cheering one. I've never had a case like this before. Naoto is smiling helplessly. Your relationship has grown deeper. Now, this is the question. This is what I thought was going to happen earlier. But now, Naoto's it's going to have affected her persona as well. It's going to get us Heat Riser. Let's check what that does. Increases the attack, defense, and evasion rate in one ally. That's a pretty goddamn good move, to be fair. Oh. We're doing that. That might be a terrible idea, but that's what we're doing. I'm going home now. I have research to do. You needn't worry about the Phantom Thief any longer. I'll explain later, once everything calms down.
I'll see you again.
You watch Naoto run off, went home by yourself. Interesting. That's not what I thought it would be. You can work as a janitor in the hospital today. Interesting. What we'll do is we'll carry on here. We'll carry on our suitable reading attire. We'll carry on reading, and we're going to be reading The Divine Way this time. We're reading all the Way series now, making our way through them. To try Shinto rituals and oral traditions with some hopeful illustrations. We will be learning all about these. Here we go. As it is now the 25th. The old Japanese calendar was different names for different months. September was Nagasaki, October was Kanazuki. This weather feels like all the gods have gone away and left us since the last month. The fog is just nasty, isn't it? It's like being wrapped up in gauze, like an Egyptian mummy. Of course, in my house was as nice as one of the ancient pyramids. I probably wouldn't complain about it so much, but mummies are already dead, so they don't have anything to worry about. You, however, have tests coming up, and if you failed the last exams, you have even more cause for concern. I don't want to see you haunting these halls. Well then, I've got a question for you. We got the top marks, bro. We're top of the class. 130 ancient pyramids in Egypt. But you know who's buried in the biggest one? Khufu. That's right. The Great Pyramid is the tomb of the pharaoh Khufu, also known as Cheops. It took over 20 years to build and the tallest man-made structure in the world for almost 4 millennia. I'm going to put this question on the next test, on the test next week. Got there in the end. I wish you luck on moving on to the next grade. Study hard. You gave the correct answer. Your knowledge has increased. How very, very interesting. Now, I am going to say yes to this. We're going to be hanging with Naoto, even though my guide tells me there is someone I would like you to meet. I will come back afterwards. My guide tells me to do temperance, but I've already fucked that one up, so no point wasting time. I'd rather get to number 9 as we're meant to. Classes have ended for today. You have no choice but to wait until the situation changes. You recall that you have already made plans with someone. You should be going soon. Now, so much we a floodplain. The man in black you met before you waiting here. The fog has enveloped the area.
I am Yakushiji, secretary of the Shirogane estate. I humbly apologize for the other day.
I must also apologize. Though I may not have known, I involved you in this. It was an act put on by my grandpa.
Of course, I suspected as much.
My master has been terribly saddened by Naoto-sama's state of affairs lately. Lacking acquaintances to confide in, she devotes every fiber of her being to work. My master wanted Naoto-sama to regain the joy she felt in days past. To regain the feelings when all that she wanted was to be a detective, regardless of her heritage or gender. I involved you at my own discretion, believing you to be trustworthy. Please forgive me.
I am trustworthy.
I received this from Yakushiji-san. It's the final challenge.
The card reads as follows. I did what you can't stand to do at a place you'd be fond of, underneath rather than inside.
A place I'd be fond of.
Somewhere high.
You remembered.
Naoto is nodding cheerfully.
The highest place around here is the hill. Next, what I can't stand to do. There are several possibilities, but
Throwing things away.
that's right. Did I mention that before?
Naoto's embarrassed smile on her face.
Considering what's at the hill, the most likely answer is the trash can. I have an inkling of what might be there. Let's go, Senpai.
Let's go. The hill overlooking town. The fog has enveloped the area. It seems like there's something taped to the bottom of the trash can.
Forgot this thing even existed. It's the last of the 7 tools. The detective's pocketbook. All the things I had forgotten about are packed in here. I think Grandpa wanted to remind me of them. This childish game. He's selfish indeed.
He just loves you, bro.
Forcing me to recall all this now. I was trying so hard. Not to be underestimated. Not to be condescended to.
You calm down and upset Naoto. Sorry.
If I solved this town's murder case, then everyone would accept me. They would acknowledge me as the 5th in the Shirogane lineage of detectives. That's what I told myself. I just wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be needed.
That's why I fretted and stood on my tiptoes and focused only on solving the case. But the original reason I wanted to become a detective, it was because mysteries intrigued me, and I could help people by solving them.
Yes, you could have.
That's all. I remember now. Do you recall the time I faced myself in the TV world? It was my task to accept the self who yelled, "I want a reason for me to stay." But my reason to stay was not solely to solve the crime. You, everyone, gave me a reason. You gave me a place to stay.
Nato is smiling, is trying to smile through her tears.
I have to be an adult. I have to be a man. With that way of thinking, I was running from myself. I don't need to look for something to change or something to accomplish. I only need to have faith in myself. I finally think I can accept myself. That I'm a woman. That I haven't yet become the detective I wanted to be. I am a woman. And a detective. One who is seeking the truth with you and the others.
You can sense Naoto's strong will. Your relationship has grown deeper. As we get rank 9 of the Naoto Shirogami Fortune Arcana. Naoto's determination in battle has been enhanced. She will take a mortal blow for us.
I'm really glad I came to this town. It's where you and I live. And all the others, too.
I agree. You spent time with Naoto and went home. And I think this is a good place to say. If you've enjoyed this episode of Persona 4 Golden, I'll see you guys next time for the grand Persona evolution of Naoto. Peace.